Hello, USDA family. I'm Sonny Perdue, the new kid on the block. I want to just take a few minutes and describe to you some important and exciting changes we're undertaking at USDA. President Trump has directed each of the cabinet agencies to come up with plans to better serve their constituencies. And as you know, the 2014 Farm Bill directed us to create a new Undersecretary for Trade. This makes perfect sense since food is an essential item that all human beings need, and agricultural trade is one of the most basic forms of commerce. With global markets ever expanding, we need to make sure that our American farmers, ranchers, foresters, and producers are well positioned to continue to lead the world. That's why, as part of a reorganization of USDA, we're creating a new Undersecretary for Trade and Foreign Agricultural Affairs, whose focus will be to promote U.S. food, fiber, and fuel around the world. We want to find more customers for American products and help feed a hungry world. I want someone who wakes up every morning and asks the question, where can I sell more U.S. products today? And what are the barriers to trade that we can take down today? Rather than simply add an 8th Undersecretary to the 7 existing positions, we decided to move some USDA agencies to places where they are better suited. The result will leave us with the same number of undersecretaries, but with an overall organization that's better aligned and more consistent in its approach. Under the current USDA structure, the Foreign Agricultural Service, which deals with overseas markets, and the Farm Service Agency, which handles domestic issues, are housed under one missionary along with a risk management agency. That arrangement mixed 2 different interests, foreign and domestic issues, under one roof, and it makes much more sense to situate the Foreign Ag Service, FAS, under the new Secretary for Trade, where we can sharpen our focus on foreign markets. Working with me as the Secretary of Agriculture, our new Undersecretary for Trade will wake up each and every day with one thought in mind: how can I sell more American agricultural products to foreign markets today? And that person will work hand in hand with our U.S. Trade Representative and our Secretary of Commerce, Wilbur Ross. We're already looking at candidates, and whoever fills this role will be nominated by the President and confirmed by the United States Senate. As another part of reorganization, we will select an Undersecretary for a newly named Farm Production and Conservation Mission area to focus on meeting our customers in the field, locating FSA, RMA, and the Natural Resources Conservation Service under this domestically oriented Undersecretary will provide a simplified one-stop shop for our primary customers, the men and women who are farming, ranching, and foresting across America. The Undersecretary for Natural Resources and Environment will still oversee the U.S. Forest Service. Finally, and importantly, we're also paying special attention to rural America. The USDA reorganization will elevate the rural development agencies to report directly to the Secretary of Agriculture to ensure that rural America always has a seat at the table. This is right in line with the executive order that President Trump signed, establishing a task force on rural prosperity, with me serving as chair as the chairman. So in a nutshell, we're essentially doing 3 major things. We've created a new mission area for international trade under a new Undersecretary. Secondly, we've reconstituted our domestic-facing agencies under a newly named Undersecretary. And thirdly, we've elevated the rural development to answer directly to the Secretary of Agriculture. This will be a change in the structure of USDA, but individual offices and missions will not be altered, just the lines of reporting. And a reduction in force is not part of this plan. Change can be difficult, but if we work together and embrace it, it can work for the betterment of our entire department and all the people that we serve. Because in my view, we're here to provide a USDA that's facts-based, data-driven, science-based, customer service-focused, while maintaining the highest ethical and integrity standards. Every organization has a culture, and that will be ours. And here are a few final thoughts. About this, there can be no doubt. When American agriculture is allowed to compete in the marketplace, it will succeed, it will thrive, and it will lead the way. Food is a noble thing to trade, which is good because I've always been a grow it and sell it kind of guy. And if the hardworking people in American agriculture can continue to grow it, USDA and its new Undersecretary for Trade and Foreign Agricultural Affairs will be here to sell it in the marketplace around the world. And we'll take care of rural America at the same time. Thank you so much. Thank you for all you do.